In the top story, Prime Minister gives opening remarks at stakeholder discourse on spiraling crime, says the country is under siege. CARICOM chair urges vigilance amid global mpox outbreak. Kamala Harris's campaign begins in earnest, challenges loom beyond the convention. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday newscast. Today, Friday, August 23rd, I am Kent Fuentes. Nationally, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew has renewed calls for citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to join the fight against crime, while giving opening remarks at a stakeholder consultation held at Kuna earlier today. He drew reference from the national anthem, saying that due to the scourge of crime, many of the lyrics now ring hollow.
O land of beauty, our country where peace abounds. These words penned by the late Kenrick Georges echo the hopes and dreams of every Kittitian and Nevision. They speak to the tranquility, harmony, and security that we as a people have cherished for generations. Yet today, these words ring hollow for many of us as we grapple with an insidious threat, gun violence, that threatens, of course, the essence of our beloved federation. Let us reflect for a moment on what peace truly means. Peace is more than the absence of war or conflict. It is a state of mind, a sense of security, and the freedom to live without fear. It is knowing that when you leave your home in the morning, you will return safely at night. But today, that peace is under siege. Our streets, once bustling with life and joy, are now too often the scenes of bloodshed and despair.
The Prime Minister said this is not the St. Kitts and Nevis we know and love, and this is not the future we envision for our nation's children. He said crime and violence must be tackled effectively.
Over the past decade or more, we have seen a troubling rise in gun-related crimes, not just here in St. Kitts and Nevis, but across the Caribbean. The epidemic of violence has claimed the lives of too many of our young men and women, lives full of potential, but cut short by senseless acts of brutality. We have mourned the loss of sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and neighbors. And let me say, each life lost is a tragedy, a blow to our nation's soul, because each life is precious.
Prime Minister Drew said the only plausible way forward is for crime to be tackled as a public health issue with an all-of-society approach. We'll have more on this report in our evening news at 7. Project Elevate, in partnership with the Department of Agriculture, has launched the Harvesting Hope initiative to encourage youth in agriculture and build stronger communities. A two-day event marked the start of an empowering journey for participants who have chosen agriculture as their skill development focus. Over the past 6 months, participants have actively engaged in life skills and financial literacy training, gaining essential tools for personal growth and contributing positively to society. This training lays a solid foundation for discipline, work ethic, and success in small business ventures, further skill development, and job placements, shaping a generation of responsible, community-minded individuals. As the initiative rolls out, Harvesting Hope is expected to yield both agriculture, successful and stronger, more connected communities. Through this collaboration, Project Elevate and the Department of Agriculture are planting the seeds for a brighter future for St. Kitts and Nevis. The program is set to begin next week. Renovations at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC, are nearing completion. This is according to Prime Minister of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
NEPAC, as far as I know, the majority of what needed to be done at NEPAC has been done. In fact, NEPAC was recently used for an archaeological conference that we had here. I'm told they had over 200 participants, and Neac was the space for that. So
that should be Premier Brantley. Brantley, who was speaking during his August 22nd press conference, mentioned some of the issues the performing arts facility faced that he said had to be corrected.
We did come under some criticism, but we decided that Neac needed to be repaired. It was leaking, AC was not working, sewage problems. We have resolved those issues for the most part, and so we expect that the work there is substantially complete.
Neac, which was the 40-year-old division of the Nevis Dramatic and Cultural Society, NEDAX, the group responsible for the creation of Culturama, was built in 2012. It is currently managed by the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, a statutory corporation. After the break, CDB launches knowledgeable Knowledge Exchange Lab to advance gender equality in the Caribbean. Regional news is next. Stay with us.
So get up and unite.
The CPL is back for 2024. And the St. Lucia Kings are hunting for their first title. This year, it will be the best ever CPL, with global superstars, massive sixes, and incredible entertainment at the biggest party in sport. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com.
Chairman of CARICOM, Declan Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, has called for heightened vigilance across the region in response to the recent Mpox outbreak, which the World Health Organization, WHO, has classed as a public health emergency of international concern as of August 14, 2024. Mpox, caused by the monkeypox virus, is a zoonotic disease that spreads through direct contact with infected individuals, animals, or contaminated materials. The current outbreak, particularly involving the more transmissible 1B, has seen a surge in cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo and neighboring countries, with the potential for a global spread. While the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, has reported no cases of Mpox clade 1B in the Caribbean to date, Prime Minister Mitchell stressed the importance of enhanced surveillance to protect the health and safety of CARICOM citizens. In a statement, Prime Minister Mitchell urged residents to stay informed through updates from CARPHA and local health authorities. He advised vigilance for unusual rashes or liaisons, especially among those with recent travel history to affected regions, and recommended seeking immediate medical attention if symptoms appear. Reporting suspicious cases to local health authorities is crucial for enabling further epidemiological investigations. The Prime Minister also reaffirmed CARICOM's commitment to supporting ministries of health in member states and associate members, ensuring effective surveillance and public health strategies to raise awareness about Mpox. The CARICOM Secretariat, in collaboration with CARPHA, will coordinate regional and international response to the outbreak. CARPHA will continue to monitor incoming passengers and work with CARICOM impacts to rapidly identify potential cases. Regular updates on the risk status will be provided as more information becomes available. Prime Minister Mitchell expressed confidence that through collective efforts and increased awareness, the Caribbean community can effectively safeguard public health against this emerging threat. The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, has launched the Gender Equality Knowledge Exchange Lab, GECAL, in partnership with the UN Women Multi-Country Office, Caribbean. This initiative aims to boost gender equality across the region by encouraging collaboration and knowledge sharing among key stakeholders, including governmental and non-governmental organizations, civil society, the private sector, academia, and youth groups. It's part of the CDB's strategy to promote capacity building technical assistance and financing for gender equality and sustainable development in the Caribbean. The lab, rooted in the CDB's 2019 Gender Equality Policy and Operational Strategy, serves as a platform for addressing gender-related challenges and developing developing innovative solutions. A key feature is its quarterly online peer-to-peer sessions facilitated by CDB and UN Women Caribbean. These sessions provide a space for participants to discuss specific topics, share best practices, and request customized training on gender equality issues. Internationally, the Democratic National Convention was filled with optimism as Kamala Harris was predicted to defeat Donald Trump in the upcoming election. Harris was celebrated as a historic figure and symbol of hope, but former First Lady Michelle Obama offered a sober reminder that the journey ahead would be challenging. Despite the excitement, the 17,000-strong crowd in Chicago, reality is that Harris' campaign is just beginning. Since President Joe Biden stepped aside to endorse her, Harris is yet to detail her plans for tackling major issues like immigration, crime, and the climate change. She also hasn't faced tough media interviews addressing her past policy shifts and leadership style. Harris's relatively undefined public image presents both risks and opportunities. As she prepares for a critical debate against Trump, her team is cautious on focusing on Biden's legacy while adjusting to more centrist policies. However, Trump has already begun attacking her, and the intensity of the campaign will only increase as Election Day approaches. Further afield, a massive 2,492-carat diamond, the largest found in over a century, has been discovered in a mine in Botswana. The Botswana government announced that this diamond, unearthed at the Karoo mines, is the second largest ever found, surpassed only by the 3,106-carat Cullinan diamond uncovered in South Africa in 1905. Botswana's president, Mogowetsi Basaisai, showcased the enormous fist-sized diamond, which weighs nearly a kilogram, during a viewing session on Thursday. Senior government officials were also invited to examine the stone up close. While the diamond's value has yet to be determined, its discovery has already drawn comparison to other gems from the same mine. In 2016, a similar diamond from the Karoo was sold for a record $63 million. Nassim Lari, managing director for the Lucra Diamond Corp., the Canadian company that owns the mine, expressed pride in the find, calling it history in the making, and a testament to Botswana's rich diamond heritage. Lucara confirmed that the diamond described as exceptional and high quality was recovered using advanced X-ray technology designed to detect large stones. Botswana, the world's second largest diamond producer after Russia, has been at the forefront of significant diamond discoveries in recent years. The Karoo mine alone has produced several gems over 1,000 carats in the past decade, solidifying the country's reputation in the global diamond industry. This latest discovery followed the 1,758-carat Sewelô diamond found in 2019, which previously held the title for second largest mined diamond. It was purchased by Louis Vuitton, further highlighting the global interest in Botswana's diamonds. As the mining company and government officials decide on the next steps for this extraordinary gem, the world watches with anticipation, recognizing the significance of this discovery in the history of diamond mining. And now for the weather. Present weather, partly cloudy with slight dust haze. Winds at 9 to 20 miles per hour with lighter spells overnight. The temperature is 29 degrees Celsius and 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. A moderate to fresh trade wind flow associated with broad Atlantic high pressure system will continue to transport shallow, low-level patches across the area, which could lead to a moderate chance for shower activity over and around the islands during the next 24 hours. The weather forecast for today predicts partly sunny skies in general with a 40% or moderate chance for a brief passing shower. Tonight, fair to partly cloudy skies in general with a 20% or slight chance of a brief shower. The sunset for today will be at 6:31 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:56 a.m. That brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Ken Fuentes. Have a good day.